Okie dokie. On the bench today, we have a Williams System 11 Pinball MPU. Now, what had happened was he accidentally reversed one of the connections here, and right here, over here, he said these tip 122 got so hot he could... I see shit on the top of that right there. Oh yeah, what the hell? Oh, they all do. They all have it. What's that all about? Oh, I'll show you this in a second here. So I guess this was so hot that he could move it. Like, literally move it. But let me show you that real quick. You see that? Look what they all have on top. Why do they all have solder beads? You see that? Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell is that all about? Okay, let me get rid of these. Get rid of these. I don't know why that's like that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is, let me back you up, is I can see where a lot of these have had work done before. Like, you can see the old flux here. This one looks like it's never been changed out, right? Whereas this one, you can tell has been changed out. This one as well, back here, when we're talking about this one here. That one looks like it's never been changed. That one looks like it's never been changed. I can't really tell on this one here, but we'll go through it. I'm going to make sure that all this is all cleaned up. There's probably nothing wrong with anything here. It's just something got reversed here. I'm going to go through and just check some of the ROMs and the MPUs and our CPUs and crap like that, and just look over the board, make sure nothing's terribly wrong here. Remove these, give them a test. Oops, shit. Give them a test and see if I can find anything terribly wrong with what's going on here. But give me a second, I'll be back. Okay, so after flipping it over here, this is the one that got real hot here. This one here, and I can tell, right, that that pad wants to come up. So that's going to be... Sorry, where am I? That pad wants to come up. You can tell just how hot it actually got. Now that is a cold solder joint right off the bat. So this is going to have to... It's got to be tested anyways, right? I'm going to clean up all this and go through and check these traces. Make sure wherever they lead, right? Make sure we don't got a short on them, you know, especially after testing them. Make sure we don't have a short anywhere, and make sure everything is, at least to my satisfaction. I can use nice thick wire for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, of course, because I don't have the system here, right, I'm gonna have to give it back to him and test it and have him test it. But you know, if everything checks out in this area, because this is he said this is just, it was just this area that had an issue. Could something happen somewhere else? Absolutely, but this is the main spot here. Yeah, so I just pulled the first one out here, and you can see just how bad it got burnt up. I don't want to mess with it too much, but you can see just how lifted that pad is. I'm going to try to clean this up as much as possible. That was the burn I was smelling. I mean, it could be the transistor as well, but that is definitely what I was smelling. It's that burnt up flux, and I wonder, well, like he said, it got so hot that he could physically move it himself. So I'll have to check this one here as well, because that's all on the same trace here. That doesn't look too bad. Let me clean this up a bit here, and let me test that there. Okay, so That might be a little hard to tell. Let's see if I can get focused in on that. It might be a little hard to tell just from the angle, but we have, yeah, it's burned right through the board there. Can you see how it dips and then comes back up, dips, comes back, and the same on this side, dips, comes back up. Yeah, we definitely burned through part of the motherboard there, but that's no big deal. I mean, whatever. But I did test it, the other one, and yeah, I'd say it's pretty much toast. What are we going to show here? It shows a diode. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty much toast. So we've got that to deal with. Now we've got this one here as well. It's another tip 122. So, and again, we got to test this as well. Let me check continuity between these and wherever they go and make sure that's all right. But yeah, I'm glad he stopped it when he did, because if he didn't, he might have burned right through that. I can't believe how much that is burned right through. Like, these pads are barely on. That's completely gone. That part of the pad there is completely gone. Good thing there's no traces going to... Well, not like it wouldn't matter. I could always repair that, but... Yeah, it went right through that. Whew. It was getting that hot. Wow. Okay, so I just pulled this one here, and you can see that that one's already missing the pad on the top, which is wild. I mean, we know that these ones were switched. Oops, sorry. We know these ones were switched out already, but yeah, whoever did the work on this was not great. Sorry, where am I? Here. So, let me back up just a little bit here. As I'm pulling out this one, I'm noticing, let me go to the back here, get you sat down. I'm noticing that this right here, right next to it. Here's where I pulled the first one. This is the one I just pulled. This one next to it. I mean, those don't look like cold solder joints. Like, oh, that's my finger. Just put that shit there, sorry. But yeah, tell me those don't look like cold solder joints. I mean, big time cold solder joints. Wow. Okay. So this doesn't look too bad. I can tell this is why I should be filming while I'm doing this. Sorry, let me get you sat back down again. I know I'm all over the place. I could tell whoever did this to begin with, this pad was already lifted and it was against the pin. When I was unsoldering, I pulled the rest of the pad, this part of the pad, away from the pin. Now, I'm not saying that's the cause of what happened here. He plugged it in wrong, but it's just making me think that there's more going on here than what meets the eye. I can't believe that. Those are definitely bad cold solder joints, for sure. Like, those are distinctively bad. They just have all the characteristics of cold solder joints. Look at that. Look at that. That's freaking wild. Yeah, I'd say that one's bad too. Man, this thing just does not want to play nice today with focusing, does it? Come on. Yeah. Isn't that nice? Okay, so after removing that, we get a better look at Q76 behind here. And, well, that's probably no shock to anybody, right? Kablooey. Man, this really does not want to focus today, does it? But there we go. Kablooey. So, I'm definitely going to have to look up the schematic on that and figure out exactly what the heck is going on here. Is it the same as this one or not? I'm having a hard time reading that, but I'm sure I'll get the right angle on it. But yeah, that's That's taken a shot, hasn't it? So if this is, I mean, don't assume this is why you got to pull them, right? But if that one's gone, this was gone, this was gone, chances are this was too. So I'm going to pull these two and see what we got. But yeah, this is definitely where the problems happened. And again, as you can see, like that pad is toast. And it's, you know, it's not like it was on. It's not like it was on on this or not. That pad was just absolutely freaking destroyed. That's been gone. So I'm afraid all of these have taken a big shit. I mean, I hope they haven't, but it looks like it's just on this. Wow, Aaron. It looks like it's just on this line here, so I should probably check these as well. And these. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, if one was just flip-flopped, whatever one it was, it might have been these ones over here. Whatever one was flip-flopped, it's probably this one here. These were probably flip-flopped, right? And sent wrong voltage down this side. These are probably okay, but I'll double and triple check. Okay, so after removing all that, so I'm just going through and I'm just checking everything else here. And I mean, a lot of this looks okay here. I don't know why that one's so bent, but I can double check that. But I come over here and I start checking a lot of this stuff out. And I get to right here and I notice, oh shit, there's more of that solder balls on top of that. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's the only tip 122 around here that I see. Did you notice it yet? Oh, what's that? Sure enough. Yeah, that one too. That one's been blown to bits. So yeah, we got more going on here than what meets the eye. That is definitely, you know, I almost want to bet that correlates somewhere together. And the only reason I've, you know, because I noticed this shit on top here. Is that right there? I'm going to bring up the schematic of this and just see what's going on there. I don't know if that's from... I don't know if that's from the original soldering job that happened there. What the hell's going on there? Yeah, I'm not sure. But anyways, I'm probably going to have to remove this one too and check it. I'm going to have to do a lot of checking around here. To see if anything else is blown up. Because that is, yeah, that one's definitely blown. I don't know if that's just took a hit sorry. I don't know if that one's just taken a hit or if that's actually taken a voltage spike hit. Let me remove these two and see what's going on. Okay, so we've got a 74 LS02 and an LS04. So I'm like, well, we've got to check these, right? So I checked both of them, and the 04, which is right here, so let me grab a known working one. So the 04 is bad. So that's bad. Yeah, I'm just putting it in here just to remember what goes where. Okay, that leads me to believe that we've got a lot more shit going on here than just what's happening. So let me do this O2 here, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I don't have an O2 to test against, so I'm going to have to go into my parts and see if I can pull one off from somewhere. But absolutely, that 04, or that 07, I said 04, it's an 07. Hang on one second. Okay, so the 07 is okay. It helps if I put it in properly, but yeah. So the 07 is okay, but the 02 isn't. Not at all, but I still got to find one to check against. Okay, so besides these 4 transistors being bad, I also found this LS02 is bad. Down here, I found this transistor bad, and this one of these transistors bad. I'll show you here. These 3 here, and the other 2 are down below. I've also got a short somewhere between these 2 and all the way over here, so there's still more shorts happening. Okie dokie, let's finish up this System 11 board here. So we got the 74 LS02. We've got the tip 122s. And we've got the 2N4401s. So I'm just going to go ahead and start putting these in. And then these ones over here. And that's the one that looks like it took a hit. I don't know if it was from blowing out or if it was from, you know, actually blowing out from being plugged in wrong, or if it actually took a physical hit and broke. I'm not sure. But let me go ahead and get these in, and that'll be the end of this board in this video. Okie dokie. So here's the original. Oh, I want to turn that on so you can see. So there's the original 02, 74. 02. So here's the 02 here. And yeah. Doesn't matter what I do. She's failed. Alright, so here's the new one. And all test normal. Alrighty, so let's get this out of here. And that's this way. These new chip legs, they always come splayed. Doesn't help that I got this in my hand. Don't you just love the guerrilla style filming? I know you guys do. Alright, so let's just press them in just a smidgen. And let's get that down inside that socket. There. So, like I said, we've got these in. We've got these in. I know you can't see them, but they're in. And then this one here and this one here. And those are the ones that were, that one right here. That's the one that had that big chunk knocked out of it. There. There you go. Let's see if we can focus in on that. Well, we'll zoom in a little bit here. So, like I said, that doesn't, to me, that doesn't look like a blowout. Not like, you know, not like that. Right? But more as in like physical damage. But, again, I mean, I could be wrong. That could have just blown his ass end, blown right out. But yeah, that'll do it for this. So it was just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the O2 there. And hopefully this will solve his issue. I don't see any other shorts anywhere else now that I've cleaned all this up. It was, I mean, even when I was even after cleaning and resoldering these ones here, you could smell the old burn. And like I said, when I think it was these two that he flip-flopped, right? Which does make sense because one is ground and one is power. And these are what got burned up here. He said that this was so hot. I don't know if it was this one or this one. It was both of them, but one was so hot, he probably didn't try the other one, that the solder was melted. As in, he could move this and like damn near pull it out. So, anyways, that'll do it for this one here. And I know I've been a little lackluster on the videos lately, but give me a chance here. I got tons to work with and tons more videos coming. So you guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.